All right, take one. We're gonna be a one-take wonder right here. Last we left off, folks. We were hanging out at the toes of a titan. The like gore viscera splattered toes, but still the toes. We're hanging out with Bashikid, the Titan of Progress. We have a dude in a turtle form just kind of chilling with us. We take the time to ask him a couple questions, check in, see what the sitch is. He says that he will be okay eventually. He's just regaining his strength. He'll also reward us in time. Very excited for that, by the way. I scoop up a couple like I don't know to-go cups of Titan blood just for the hell of it. We find out there's, and I quote, a hint of progress and overcoming challenges in Blue Jay's special godly mud from Snowball. That's big. I'm a mudhead, as the kids call it, so that's a big step for our fandom. Bashikid explains that he heard tales from his brethren about other worlds. He can feel that there are other Titans alive, and he can smell it on Voltaire, which, why were you sniffing him? But okay. He says that Voltaire smells a lot like his sister, and the other Zulgrins that were kind of around also smelled like her. He explained that his sister is dying and that the Lodeoganite crystals we have are one part of many of her. The most ever vindicated I've ever felt in a D&D session, by the way. She is the planet. We knew. We called it. And I had to have a little moment on that one.
Bravo.
It was so beautiful. And I'll never do anything cooler in my whole life, probably. So that's very true. Bashikin explains that a lot of the Titans take the form of whatever their like task um is so that they can carry it out. She's one of the oldest. Her task was to experiment or form an ecosystem. And she kind of morphed into the planet to form it on her back, keep track of it. She's getting really old though, because she is one of the oldest. She just seems to be dying of old age. But it seems as though the beings, the sentient life forms she's created, aren't like super chill with that. They're like, hey man, it's not like an Egyptian pharaoh type situation. If you die, you don't have to kill all of us with you. Cool. So they are looking for food, power. They were trying to find it in the magic of Bashikid's like Titan power, to try and feed her, keep her alive, godly life support, whatever we want to call that. It's this at this point we have a little whoa moment, as Philippe sort of just before he disappears into the crowd, like a little freak that he is. I'm looking at him. Bashikid says to him that he cannot run forever, that he can't always do her bidding. It's implied that that's Philippe's patron, who seems to be using him, but he seems to be pretty chill with that. So I'm not sure what sort of relationship they have, but it seems great. Bashikid warns us he's not a fan of Philippe, and he is not what he's claiming to be. I'm sure that will not come back to bite us in the ass at any point. He then bids us farewell, says that he'll be around, he'll come back if we need him, sort of vibes out. Isaac and Blue Jay have a little taste test and yap sesh about mud, yum, and the mud god and how we can further the advances of the mud god in our world. We then head to the spiderweb hub with our hostage, who's not a turtle anymore, reconvene with some familiar faces, meet some new faces for some people. Fred the Pink Beholder with a beautiful bushy mustache. Love that guy. That was insane. And meet his copy little friend Ted 2 Electric Boogaloo. And I wrote that whole sentence. I also wrote, fucking love this guy. He says we should take psychedelics to broaden our minds. Heart. And I stand by that. We should.
Fred's a wild child.
Hey, listen, we all are, you know? It comes in the name. Say hello to Raziel and Leaf, the horse-sized dire corgi. That was fantastic, by the way. Good boy. We go then to the interrogation. Ask him a couple questions. This little bitch, oh my god. He kind of is really arrogant and like, but wow, I fucking hate that guy. He's like, yeah, we tried to kidnap your brother first, Isaac, and you were just a weaker and a bitch, so we went after you. And I said, fair enough. Okay. This bitch is uncooperative, even after we start breaking things. We find out maybe the cultists were supposed to die in this strange thing. He seems really chill with just being killed, which is great. So we decide to flip the table a little bit and go, you know what? I have some scientific theories I'd like to prove. And then we have a whole montage. It's like this beautiful cut together little scene where Isaac just starts lopping body parts off to see what happens. And seeing how far the Lodeoganite can heal and regenerate limbs and such. And just when we kind of, after our little chat, shall we say, about yeah, I think we're gonna have to fucking kill this guy. That sucks, but I think we're gonna have to do it. We come back and then he's like, that's so crazy, you're killing me? Hey man, Voltaire, is it? That's so crazy. Did you know that you have a sister that you actually don't know about? And then we ended the session. That was crazy.
Hell yeah. I always love your recaps. Grade A.
I have so much fun. That's such a
Grade
delight.
S.
Perfect.
All right, cool. So yeah, coming back to that, I don't know if Lokia wanted to have a few words with this cultist, even though, there is a bit of a language barrier. I don't know if Lokia does interact with him, he might include her into his like little mind link thing. But if she just wants to stand by, all she really hears is just like a foreign language being shouted from him. So yeah, I'll give you guys the floor on that. Yeah. Right now he's laying on the bench that's in the cell. He's all cut up and his robe is to shreds. Uh, Isaac is all bloodied from the surgeries or the botch jobs. Gorm is just the restraints. So he's got a lot of blood on him too. Yeah, take it away, guys.
I'm gonna look at Voltaire and see if does it look like you don't know you have a sister?
I did not know I had a sister. Or would I have known I had a sister? Was I supposed to know that?
I would say no. Voltaire essentially grew up under the impression that he was an only child.
Yeah, apparently there's a lot of things I don't know. Wonder why my mom doesn't tell me any of this stuff. Wonder if I have other brothers and sisters.
It's probably because she is a coward.
I slap him.
I mean, he takes a slap like a champ, and yeah.
I am pretty weak.
I'm gonna look at Lokia. Well, seems like he knows an awful lot about sisters, apparently. Before we kill him, perhaps if either of you had more questions, he might know something. I'm not sure.
Lokia looks at the professor. You think he knows something about Cora?
He might have. If we have that sort of running theory that she might be in the Hells, he might have been in town for a bit and heard or seen some sort of demonic activity or some sort of planar magic of some kind.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to ask. And with that, she'll look to Voltaire. So, how do I talk to this thing?
Our prisoner?
Yeah.
You actually see him like tilt his head up as he hears another voice that hasn't really rang at all throughout this whole encounter, and he looks at you, Loki, and he just lays back and starts cackling.
I'm pretty sure he understands us.
She'll look to the cultists at him laughing, raise an eyebrow. What exactly is funny?
Are you're just saying this outright to him?
Yeah.
He looks at you in like response to your voice and just starts rambling on in the foreign language that you guys heard before. Yeah.
Mm.
And then he just lays back down. A little bit frustrated.
You know what? I have an idea. I have Tarthano's earpiece, and Yuri's at Tarthano's shop. Can I use him as a mobile translator?
Oh my fucking god. How, like, describe to me how you are going to accomplish this. And maybe I might let it happen. Not maybe. It definitely will happen. Just depends on how you describe it.
I want to stand close enough where it could pick up what he says into the earpiece so he can't hear what Yuri says back to me.
Oh, interesting. I think a better utilization of this is to have um essentially one of the earpieces as like the microphone, if you will, and then another person wears another earpiece so Yuri can kind of like relay it that way.
Yeah, well, yeah, we could do that. Or I technically have to.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I love that idea.
I just didn't want to hand him the earpiece, though.
No, definitely not. And he is kind of bound right now. I would say Gorm got tired of holding him down, so he just like strapped him down with like rope and straps.
Sat on him.
So yeah, that definitely works. Explain how you're going to initiate this, or describe how you initiate this.
So I would, as far as calling into Tarthano,
Mm-hmm.
so as I do, I call into it and yell into the microphone until he responds.
Scheiße! What do you want?
I need your help. Well, actually, I need Yuri's help. Can you help me?
Don't scream in my ear.
Can you give your earpiece to Yuri for a moment?
I may be old, but I'm not hard of hearing.
Okay. Why'd you wait so long to answer then?
I was busy.
All
But
right.
here's Yari. He's right here. There's just don't do that again, please. That's almost scared the what is their word in common? The shit out of me.
All right. I won't do it until next time.
Danke. And he, and you hear Yuri sort of chime in.
Yuri, I need your help. Can you translate Zulu Grand for us?
Oh, this is my time to shine. Oh boy, you find one of them cultists there?
Yeah, we captured one.
Oh boy, let's have a little listen, shall we?
We shall.
All right, what's next, guys? You got Yuri on the phone. It's gonna be the Google Translate. How do we proceed?
I can use Mage Hand to like keep it in his ear without having to touch him.
Well, I think Voltaire was kind of like aiming to not have the cultist hear Yuri
Oh,
and just
really?
use the earpiece as a
Mhm.
microphone.
Oh, that makes so much more sense.
Yeah.
So not.
Yeah, so it
Understanding
comes
that.
back through the earpiece too, and then
I
so Chinese telephone.
gotcha.
Get ready to butcher this accent, everyone.
Yeah, it's really good. I think maybe should Lilkia have the translated thing if she's gonna ask about
I mean,
or
Lokia does have an earpiece. She could chime in too.
Yeah, I think I'll tune into this.
Yeah, we made it so it's anybody that has an earpiece can listen in now.
Ooh,
On the
I think we
conference
call
call.
it. That's exactly. Who did you learn that term from? Did Cole tell you that?
It's just something I picked up somewhere, I suppose. Maybe in another life.
All right, then. What's what am I translating here?
Alright. Oh, say to him. Alright, we should be able to understand you. If you have anything to say, say it now.
and he starts to ramble in the Zolgren language, and Yuri says, oh, oh, that's not very nice to say. Oh, oh, that's rough. Wow. I can tell you this guy is not very nice.
But was there anything useful?
Oh, apologies. He says you all are, what's it? Garbage, and you're useless beings, and you're all gonna die pretty soon. Just lots of rubbish. He was talking, as the kids say, mad shit.
Well, I can't tell him we'll live longer than he does.
And you hear Yuri. Well, actually, here's how. So here's the thing: the cultists can only understand like a few certain words that you're saying. There is a language barrier still, so you're going to have to at least have someone translating into Zolgren. So it might be better to have the mage hand put the earpiece up to his ear.
I can tell him in his brain. I can mind link with him.
Ooh, that works. That works.
Directly project pure thought into his noggin.
Okay. All right. So let's converse.
Is there anybody else who wants to talk to this guy other than me?
Oh, talk away.
No,
Oh.
I think I would rather punch him, so I'm just gonna stay
Alright.
quiet, sit into my corner, like glaring at him.
I'm going to look to the professor and then look to the cultist and say into my earpiece, "Are you ready to translate what I say?" To Yuri.
I think Isaac is going to essentially translate what you're saying
Oh, yes.
through like
Okay,
the
okay.
mind link.
Got it. So then I just say that to the professor.
Oh, good.
All right. So you've been here for a while. You were summoning the Titans while my sister was here. Have you heard or seen any sort of demonic presence while you're here?
I don't know if you're saying that your face is demonic or something else. Or it's regional, it's kind of lost in translation. Either way, I don't think he's seen anything. But he does want you to describe your sister, which I don't recommend. Because these guys are very sketchy. But you do you.
Why does he want me to describe my sister?
Apparently, everyone has sisters. I don't know. This is what this guy said. He's seen many sisters in his time.
There's anything I can do to figure out where she is. I mean, things can't get worse, can they?
Alright. I think he's saying that things are already getting worse. You're just too blind to see. Or whatever that means. I think this guy is a real big idiot.
Oh, God. I'm going to look to Voltaire because Voltaire's hearing all of this too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is there anything you'd like to ask?
I was thinking something along the lines of, what's coming? Why should we be afraid?
I assume Yuri heard that.
Yes. Isaac, can you roll a wisdom save for me, please?
God.
Oh, God.
See, guys, this is the actively getting worse part. I'll be good. I'm like a god, basically. Uh-oh. That wasn't very godlike.
Basically a god.
So, as soon as that question is asked, Isaac, you do feel a little bit of like a electric twinge in your head, kind of like you got shocked a little bit, and then the cultist falls flat essentially.
Oh shit.
Whoa. Like, are we gonna make sure he's alive?
And then Gorm looks over and he says, "Guys, I think he's dead."
Alright, stab him a couple times to make sure.
I'm gonna look at everybody and then look at Lokia. I go, do you have the power to revive people?
I do. It is very costly.
I imagine. Follow-up question. Do you have gloves?
Gloves? um, for why?
I'm gonna carefully, using my own gloves, pull out one of my Lodeoganite pieces. I'm gonna go, would you be able to try it with this instead?
Oh shit!
Um,
Oh, I see. I could just take it and shove it in.
But I think what she's implying is that because Lokia has the ability to cast its spell, she needs to be touching it in order to utilize the spell and the component. So just Voltaire touching it wouldn't really do much.
Oh, use that as the catalyst for the spell?
Yes, instead of a
Oh,
diamond.
got it.
instead
I
of
just
a
want to see.
diamond.
I just want to see.
I mean, I myself don't have gloves, but as long as I have something to create a barrier between myself and the crystal, I can certainly try.
Just a cloth or something should work.
So you think?
I go to take off my own gloves, and then I look and I realize that Loki's hands are probably way bigger than mine. And then I put my gloves back on. Yeah, if you had like, like a piece of like probably thick like leather or something, or like really wrap your hands up.
Um,
Out of nowhere, you guys hear from downstairs. Guys, can you come down here, please? And that's Lester.
if I'm gonna revive him, I need to do it quickly. We only have about 30 seconds left.
I'll stay here with you if you're going to.
We'll go back. I'll go back up and like kind of. I'll help move Lester away.
Well, Lester is downstairs. He's calling the group to where he is downstairs. So he's not coming up the stairs.
Oh, I thought he was.
I look to the party. Do we want to try reviving this guy before we go down?
With the Deogana, I can try.
Oh yeah, we should totally check if the the stone will help.
Can Voltaire hold the crystal to him while I cast Revivify?
I think you would know if you have Voltaire holding the crystal, you could probably channel it through his hands through the crystal. So if you hold his hands, not romantically, unless but yeah, if you do that, it might work as long as you're able to kind of like channel the magic into it.
All right then. I look to Voltaire. Let's give it a go, I suppose.
Loki, I want you to either roll an Arcana check or a Medicine check for me, please.
All right. Here we go.
Ooh, natural 20.
All right. While you are performing, I'm not gonna have you waste a spell slot on this,
Oh
because
God.
while you are trying to perform this, this spell, this act, whatever it may be, you realize that no matter how hard you try to channel this reviving energy, this divine energy through this crystal into this being, nothing seems to work. It just doesn't want to come back to life.
I look to the rest of the group. I don't know if it's some sort of barricade between the dark magic that this guy's been involved with in mine divine magic, but he's not coming back.
Thank you for telling me.
Agents, come downstairs.
Like, quickly shove the body in the bag into the bag of holding.
Did we ever empty out those bodies from earlier?
Yeah, put them. Well, I did out of mine.
Oh, that's right, we did. I was just like trying to make sure because I'm like, I don't know, did we?
I think
Got a
at your
body bags.
makeshift
Or bag of bodies.
makeshift camp.
Yeah, in the woods
Back in
somewhere.
Blackfield.
Yeah.
So it's just like a mass mound of bodies
It's a mass
just
grave,
somewhere in the
it's fine.
forest.
Before Voltaire puts the body in the bag, I'll just kind of crouch down, examine him for a second, just to like visually clarify. Scientific method, have to just make sure dead, for sure. And then I'm just gonna, this makes me look like such a freak. I'm just gonna whisper to the corpse. This is for my friend because you like being in my head so much. And I'm gonna put my hands on both sides of his dead skull, and I'm gonna cast Mind Spike and just like hopefully try and liquefy it a little bit. I'm receiving text messages. Oh, awesome! Oh, awesome! Okay.
And you guys notice as Isaac is doing this, he sort of twitches a little bit as happened to him. Yeah. You hear Lester shout again from downstairs. Seems really urgent, and the cultist's head is now a pile of goo. Excellent. Or you can still put the body in your bag of holding if you'd like, but it doesn't have a head anymore.
Yep.
Unless you want to scoop it up into a bowl or something.
No, we'll let them clean it up.
It's like liquid food for Leaf, you know? He needs water.
Oh, gross.
Liquid in there.
I will say that the fingers that were being fed to Leaf in the past were not Zolgren. They were like native people to this planet. So, I mean, could be, a new flavor for him. Give me a second. I have to set the scene a little bit. All right. So as you guys make your way downstairs, oh, excuse me. Oh, I'll have you guys. I'm actually. Let me do something real quick. I'm gonna give. Who wants to have control of Gorm right now?
Oh no.
I
Oh.
can do it. I don't care.
Well, I already had Cass as in control of him, so we'll just keep it that way.
In control of Gorm.
So I'm actually gonna move Gorm up here just a little bit. I'll move him all the way to the top. Ooh, no, don't do that. That's stretching him. I don't want to stretch him.
Stretchy Gorm.
So I'll have everyone just start to make their way towards the entrance. I will say, okay, that's fine. Lokia, stop right there. Lokia, as you are making your way towards the entrance area where Lester is calling for you guys, everyone seems to be a little bit ahead of you. You're sort of like in your thoughts trying to dwell on what to do next, your next moves and whatnot. As you feel a hand wrap around and cover your mouth, and you barely have any time to react before you're pulled into the dark of the hallway, essentially, and you are turned around and pushed up against the wall with you're essentially restrained up against this wall with the hand covering your mouth, and gaining your bearing, you kind of like everything comes into focus, and standing before you is Elorel, and she holds a dagger, not pressing it in yet, and she says, "You've been in this guild for what, weeks? Suddenly you're the talk of the spiderweb, the prodigy, the hero. All I bled for this guild. I clawed my way up from nothing. Have any idea what it's like to be forgotten, to be overlooked?" And are you gonna try to say anything?
I'm definitely trying to yell and
She
trying to like kick my feet.
she is extremely strong. She's a skilled agent. She's a lot bigger than you are, too. Standing at like roughly 6.5 feet tall, a big, stocky half orc woman, and she says, "Do you think all of this was handed to me? That I just waltzed in and became an agent like you? No, I trained, I fought, I spent years as an initiate, but then when you showed up suddenly, it's like I don't even exist anymore. Less things your praises. The others, they can't stop talking about you. It's sickening. Now, maybe without you, I'll, I'll get what I deserve.
Not, but you did not answer.
Enjoy being forgotten like I was." And she plunges her dagger into your stomach, and you slump to the floor.
I am so sorry, but I just missed like the last 30 seconds I was talking to my roommate. Can you please can you please repeat that? I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
Okay, I can do it. Whew. All right,
Everybody got their reaction before me. Oh no.
Oh no.
all right. Gotta get back into
I'm so sorry.
the angry mindset. All right. Where did you leave off? Because
The last thing I heard you say is maybe with you gone.
oh, okay. Yeah, it essentially says, "Maybe with you gone, I'll get what I deserve to be back in the spotlight again." And she says, "Enjoy being forgotten, just like I was." And she plunges her dagger into your stomach,
Oh.
and you essentially slouch to the floor, um, bleeding out. And you just feel like all of the energy to cry out has been taken away from you in that moment. You're not dead yet. There is a few things that you can try to do to maybe get somebody's attention. So what do you do in this scenario? I'm gonna sort of reveal the area that you're in. Oops. And as you sort of look around and try to like gain some sort of composure, at least anything, as you're like slouched on the ground up against the wall, bleeding all over the ground, you feel your heart starts to work overtime as it tries to, keep the blood pumping through your body that's pumping out of your body, and you start to sweat, start to cry. It You feel like, what the fuck just happened? Like, this is this the end? Is this how I go? And you see as the surroundings start to kind of like blur in and out of focus with the like the loss of blood. What do you do in this moment?
One of my hands shakily clutches the wound in my stomach, trying to keep as much blood in as possible. I'm like desperately trying to scream, but nothing's coming up. Remembering what we were just doing upstairs, I lift a hand to tap the earpiece, praying to any god that will listen that Voltaire is there. I tap the earpiece.
And as you go to tap it, you feel in your ear there's nothing. And as you're sort of like looking around, you see a Laurel in the doorway of this room next to you, and she kind of like taunts you with it and crushes it in her hands.
I look at her, tears streaming down my face, as I can just feel like things going dark. How fucking dare you?
You think I wanted to do this? I didn't want to have to kill you, but you fucking made me do it, and I can't stand you.
I can feel my vision zoning in. The rest of the outside's getting dark. I shakily lift a hand. I see that I still have the gauntlets. I think I still have the gauntlets of ogre power that Willow gave to me.
Oh shit. Fuck.
And as I lift a hand, since I can't scream, the only thing running through my mind is that I have to get someone's attention to find me here. So I drop my arm against the ground, hoping that the gauntlet hitting the ground makes a loud enough noise. They're gonna find out. They're gonna know you did this. You backstabbing little cunt.
And she looks at you. She grabs you by the ankle and she slams you up against the wall. And she says, "No, you're gonna die here." And I'm gonna be remembered again.
As she does this, it speaks a lot to me, y'all. As she slams me against the wall, I can feel a spurt of blood come up and out my mouth. I know that I can't scream or anything, but in a last ditch effort, I cast thaumaturgy on myself to make my voice boom up to 3 times as loud, hoping that at least makes me somewhat audible.
All right, Isaac, roll perception with advantage since you are closer.
And this is booming up to 3 times as loud. Fuck.
That's
Fuck you, Laurel.
no.
Oh my god!
Could I give Isaac some inspiration? Could I donate my inspiration to Isaac?
This is insane.
If you were closer, yes. But because of how far away you are, I don't think it would make much sense. But I will let Voltaire roll just straight for perception since he's a little bit further away, but still might be able to hear something.
This is the worst. This is insane.
Sorry.
Can my fucking give me the help action or something?
Huh?
Can my familiar assist me in some way?
Or would this be passive perception because we're not actively listening?
You know what? Yeah, what's your guys' passive perception?
Mine's 16.
What about Isaac?
Mine's 12. I'm a wizard, okay? It's not
So-
wisdom.
Voltaire would have heard something that sounded somewhat familiar, and it would have been a little concerning, but he doesn't know what it was. So I'll let you discern if that diverts your attention or not.
My passive perception is 19, but I don't think I'm close enough to even hear a little.
You know what? Because Voltaire's is 16 and yours is 19, you probably would have heard the same thing. Because you're not that much farther away.
Would it make logical sense for me to kind of be like, what the hell? And look over to Isaac and
you
shrug at
you
him?
could definitely try to investigate that sound if you'd like to. I don't want to tell you what to do. You just use that information however you.
I was gonna be what was that? Did you hear that? And then send Ike in to check it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to Isaac to see if they heard anything, because I only heard I heard a weird noise and I'm like, what's that weird noise? Did the guy come back? Are the cultists here? That's gonna be my line of thought.
And as this is going on, Laurel sort of crouches down around or in front of Loki and she says, "Looks like your friends are coming. They're not going to find you not on my watch." And she grabs your ankle and just yanks you into the room.
If I see that Blue Jay's coming over to talk to me, looking confused, and Voltaire's sending Ike,
You can react to that. Yeah, definitely
okay,
for sure.
because I'd be like, I
Because you
didn't
could
hear anything. Hey, and then I
like
realized that no one's walking behind me anymore.
right. Yes, exactly. Like the way I'm envisioning it is, you guys are going to this entrance area, and all of a sudden you see Blue Jay and the bat coming back towards you. It's like confusion.
Milky, did you hear? Hello? Where did the huh?
Yeah, yeah. You do not see her at all.
Did you get Blue Jay? Did you see what Milky? I thought she was right behind me.
Maybe, I don't know. We should. That's weird. She's like always with us.
Do I still have the ability to talk, or am I too weak?
You can talk. Um, at a whisper of sorts, and with thaumaturgy, it would be like a normal speaking volume.
As I'm being dragged by my ankle, I'm like trying to like use my arm to get my footing with the other still clutching the wound. Fuck. I'm here. Please, don't let me die. Not like this. I have to save her. And then I look towards Laurel. You know I have to save her.
And she looks at you, and she sort of like, your sister, she got taken. She's lost. She's gone. Get over it. Just freaking die already.
As she says this, it's just enrages me. You're too fucking weak to do it. If you wanted to kill me, you would have.
Oh, I do. I want to. And I'm not. It's not cowardice. This is just fun.
Can't you heal?
I mean, the thing is, if she stabbed me, I have 5 hit points. If that was actual damage being rolled, I would have been downed.
I mean, hold on.
Oh,
You're living.
I
No,
am.
no, that was a dagger. That was dagger damage.
Which means,
Down to 2.
oh yeah, I'm still up. Yeah, I. Well, this is awkward now. I'm gonna use some of my lay on hands. I'll use 10 of my lay on hands on myself.
And as you try to do that, you hear in your head and in your heart like it's not necessarily like a voice, but just a feeling saying, you need this. You need to suffer for me. Prove your loyalty. Prove you are devout. You will not die, but you will suffer for me.
I figure that's Elmater.
Yes.
So that's like a recognizable voice in my head. I know what he sounds like.
It's not like a voice, but it's sort of like a feeling that you can kind of like ascertain that's what that is essentially means. Just to paraphrase the feeling in words.
Got it.
Like your God saying, I ain't gonna let you hear yourself. You gotta suffer for me.
Got it.
He's southern.
My southern deity.
You gotta suffer for me. You know, get on, get.
My fingertips glow softly as I'm about to heal myself, and then I hear that voice, and then I look up at a Laurel. Yeah.
And she's laughing at you, like a little bit of like a snicker laugh, like it's not working, is it? Your God hates you.
You can't kill me. Not in a way that matters right now.
No, but I can watch you die. This is still fun. I can watch you suffer. I'm having fun. Oh, but hey, I hear your friend's coming, so I'm just gonna get out of here. Catch you later. And your your vision starts to like blur, and you find yourself passing out. And before you do that, you see Laurel push the bed to the side and jump down it looks like she's jumping under the bed, and then your vision blacks. But Ike does see a familiar red hand sticking out from the doorway, if he wants to relay that.
Yep. Yeah, because we're within 90 feet, yeah.
Oh, definitely. Just give me 1 second. I gotta add a little something. I thought this would be cool, so I'm gonna just add this real quick. If it'll work, what's going on here? Oh, there we go. Here, I'll let you guys move your tokens to that area.
She's over here.
And Voltaire, as you actually, I'm gonna just reveal this real quick, and then as you open the door a little bit more, you see Lokia unconscious on the ground with a pool of blood underneath her. And you did notice as you were rushing to the room a trail of blood leading to the room.
I think I would immediately use my healing hands.
Oh shit.
Which is 4d4.
And as you lay your hands on Lokia to heal her, the wound in her stomach begins to close with squelches, and just it's disgusting how it sounds. And as soon as the last bit of the wound closes,
Give her a big
Okay.
hug.
I'm breathing. I'm like touching the wound on my stomach, like barely acknowledging, like looking around, wondering if I'm dead. Or
and you are drenched in sweat, by the way.
sweat and blood, I assume.
Well, yes, and tears.
Oh, lovely. My wonderful little mess here. I'm like touching my stomach and I look up at the other two. And then I touch Voltaire's arm. Is this real?
Yep, and now you're gonna have a baby. Sorry, earlier conversation.
I start crying again and I look like up.
What
And
happened?
do I remember what's happened?
Yeah, you definitely recall.
She stabbed me. I'm like scrambling to get up and like running over to the bed. She stabbed me and she ran away. She fucking ran. Can't believe she fucking ran.
Ooh.
I'm like somewhat ignoring them and I pull the bed to the side to see like where she went.
You see floor.
What the fuck? I look to the others. Have
Are
any of
you
you seen
okay?
Laurel? Laurel, have you seen her?
No, just you
Walter,
laying here.
Walter, you would remember that Laurel died during the whole conflict with the alien Lester.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean, Laurel? She's dead.
No, she stabbed me. She stabbed me. She was here and then she went under the bed and she stabbed me in the stomach.
I mean, I believe you. There's definitely a stab here, but you sure it was a Laurel?
Positive. It was either her or someone who looked like they were taking on the appearance of her, and she knows where Cora is. She said Cora was taken. She knows where Cora is, and we have to find her. I'm like panting, looking like I'm about to like go into a panic attack.
And I will say, as you're trying to like regain your bearing, your legs do still feel pretty weak from being jostled around all that much and losing all that blood.
Why are you looking at the bed? Like, First thing you did was got up and ran to the bed.
There's something. She jumped under there and she disappeared, and she was either trying to kill me or something.
Well, we didn't see anyone in the hallway, so that's. I mean, we
That-
should investigate underneath the bed before we get rid of any possibilities here.
Yeah, that would explain why we didn't see anyone. Just your trail of blood.
Once again, you guys hear from the entrance area Lester calling out to you. This time he feels a little, or he sounds a little annoyed. And then you hear Gorm, guys, come on!
I drop to my knees, obviously, because I can't stand. And I start coughing. I touch my hand to my pendant that I have and kind of look up. Have I suffered enough for you yet? When does
Hey,
it end?
Lokia, roll medicine for me, please.
Oh, lovely. Medicine. Where is my medicine? There it is. My +1 to a 3.
Okay. Very nice.
Very nice. I'd say on my earpiece to Lester, hey, someone attacked Lokia. We're checking it out. She says it was Laurel, but how could that be?
Laurel's dead. Well,
Yeah. So give us a minute, or you can come over here. Is it something that has to be done over there?
he kind of just like stutters a little bit. He's like, "Oh, I was just excited to introduce somebody to you."
Awesome. Bring him over.
Eh, okay, right. And he's just like, "Oh, sorry. Oh, one coming with me for a second." And he's talking to Jarroth.
I follow him.
Starts to come down over here. Oops, not under the wall. He's a dwarf. He's a little drunk.
He typed in no clip.
We just reveal the rest of this hallway if I can.
I'm trying to get my icon over there. Please.
And I figure while he was walking, Freddy would probably be looking at the bed.
Isaac, you mean?
That's up to
I'm there too.
her, though.
Isaac, roll investigation if that's what you would like to do.
I would indeed. Wow, this is so nice for me tonight, guys. This is really
No.
good.
Jeez.
All of
Really
us.
good for me
I don't
tonight.
think.
You all got dice curse.
We need to put our dice in a timeout chair.
Yeah, as you're sort of looking under the bed, you see floor. Nice hardwood floor.
Could I investigate as well?
Ooh, echo. There's an echo there.
Oh, sorry. We're in the same room.
It's alright.
He's used to open mic.
Um,
Could I roll investigation?
I'll let you also roll, or Isaac can roll with advantage. I'll let you choose.
Isaac should roll with advantage. Because I don't have any positives on mine.
Appreciate you. Listen, it's the one thing I'm good at is just kind of being somewhat smart. No.
But you get with advantage. Oh wait.
That is with
Yeah, that
advantage.
was with advantage.
That's a +9.
It's a 1 and a 2, baby. 1 and a 2.
Wow, you guys killing it tonight.
Would play.
Hooray. That's okay. It's always some other time. Anyway, Lester comes rushing into the room after seeing the blood, and he rushes over to Lokia, and he just kind of like grabs onto you, and he like, are you okay? What happened? Talk to me.
I'm fine. I'm fine, Lester. It was
Who
the
did this to
Laurel.
you? Laurel's dead. How could she do this?
It was either her or somebody taking on her likeness, but she said something about being jealous of me or something like that. I don't know. I'm tired. Really tired.
I am so sorry that this happened to you, Lokia. What can I do to make this better?
Do you know if Cora, anything of her?
I, I wanted to wait to relay this information because you didn't seem like you were in the right state of mind. But those damn cultists, they took her. They took your sister. They fucking took her. I tried to stop them, but I don't know what they use. What the kind of the stuff that they use is way more advanced than Tarthano's doodads and gadgets. I couldn't get to her in time. I'm so sorry, Lucia. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I really tried.
Look is like kind of just giving 1,000-yard stare. Like her expression just doesn't change, and more tears just come rolling down her cheeks.
And at that moment, like the hands that are on your shoulders, his hands that are on your shoulders, quickly turn into a very like tight embrace. It's kind of comical to see this in a way, being that Lokia is way taller than Lester is, and
Just the
Lester in
right
a
height.
Lester in a way in this situation seems bigger just with how he's embracing her. It's almost like a father figure in a sense, and he starts, you know, patting the back of your head. And, it's gonna be all right. We'll find her. We will find her. I promise you, we will find her. I will do everything in my capabilities to find her. We will get her back
Why her?
because she means so much to you, and you are family here. And if you're family, she is family. And I would do anything for my family.
I mean, why did they take her?
Why would they want any of us? There's always some nefarious reason.
I
Is it is it all right if I introduce you guys to somebody who might be able to assist you in this expedition? Oh, I know now might not be the best time, but this person in particular has been showing a lot of promise, and I think he would be a great asset to your team.
I nod.
Jarroth, could you come in here, son?
I come over to the doorway and I have to kind of crouch a tiny bit just to get under the door. But then I enter the room and
Why
I
don't
kind
you
of stand there a little awkwardly.
Why don't you describe how it looks when Jarroth enters the room, what he looks like, how he kind of like holds himself. Give us a little bit of an insight onto his appearance and his personality in a way.
So he's big and bulky, he's spiky, he's a dragonborn humanoid, but he is awkward and a tiny bit clumsy because he's just out of training and he doesn't know what to do. The whole time while he was standing out there, he was kind of like a little fly on the wall, just not knowing what to do. And now that he's in the room, he's kind of freaking out a tiny bit because he didn't expect this much people.
Jarroth here, he tested really well in the focus test, and he showed some really good promise. He may be a little awkward, maybe a little clumsy, but he's got a lot of heart, and that's something that we all strive here. So, say hello to hopefully your newest friend, Jarroth. Jarroth, say hello to all of your hopefully new friends here. And look, yeah, I'm sorry, but I have to go look into this situation because this is perplexing to say the least. Are you all right?
I'll be okay.
All right. If you need anything, just holler at me, Ted or Cog. We'll take care of you. Or Fred, even Fred too. But Fred's a little. I wouldn't ask Fred. But I'll be around, I promise. And he leaves the room, and yeah.
I was gonna ask him before he left if there was a
Oh.
passage under the bed.
I don't recall any passages being put there, but if you'd like, I'll have some of my men investigate it, and I'll let you know what we find out.
Yes, please.
Right. I'll be around. I'll let you know if anything happens. Oh, excuse me. If anything comes up, just take care of her, please.
Of course.
And yeah, he rushes out, and yeah, I'll let you guys have the floor with your new friend. Hopefully.
I awkwardly kind of look around and I'm just like, hello everyone. My name is Jarvroth. I'm glad to meet you guys.
Good to meet you. Did you just finish training? It's just your first assignment?
This is my third one, but I'm still relatively.
I'll step forward and put my hand out for a handshake.
My huge hand kind of engulfs Isaac's hand, and I hope I don't squeeze it too hard in the handshake.
I shake his hand and I go, pleasure to meet you. My name is Professor Isaac Reinhardt. Wow, what a great grip you've got. Such a pleasure to have you out in the field. Did the other two previous assignments go well? You're moving your way up?
Slowly but surely.
It's good to hear.
I mean,
Oh, I gotta retcon something. I'm so sorry. I was just looking at you guys' character sheets, and with a 19th of investigation, Isaac probably would have seen at least something under the bed.
It's like I finish getting my hand crunched and I go and I turn so that other people can introduce themselves and I go, oh, son of a gun, what's that?
I didn't mean to cut anyone off. I had to bring it up because I
No
yeah.
one is upset at this. No one
It
is
is all
upset at this.
good.
So good.
Isaac, while you're sort of like just looking at the floorboards under the bed, you're just like, how could somebody just hop under here and just disappear? And then you're just like, oh, one of these floorboards seem a little off.
Interesting. I'm trying not to look impolite, like I'm still nodding and smiling as this new individual is introducing himself. And I'll just like kick my foot down at the one that's weird. I just want to see if it has any give.
It does not.
Okay.
But you do notice that it has like a little bit of like an indent at the top or like at the end of it of the floorboard. Very small. You would have missed it, and you definitely did in those other roles.
For sure. For sure. Listen, I was still trying to get the image of a guy's head liquefying out of my head, so I was distracted. Very demurely, very politely, I will crouch down onto the floor and try and like stick my finger in the indent and try and pull the plank up.
And you hear a and
deck save.
yeah, actually yes, I was gonna have you roll a deck save.
Uh-oh. Guys, don't even worry, I'm so good at these. Oh, now I'm good at things. Okay, that's
Okay.
fine.
Yay!
That's
And
fine,
Plussing you up. It had to have been.
I guess.
and as you actually like you pull that floorboard back a little bit, and the panel, which is kind of like a door, it flies up quickly as if spring loaded, and it almost hits you if you didn't dodge out of the way in time. And you see before you a dark passageway under the bed.
Um
And now everyone sees this.
That was terribly rude. I apologize. I did find a tunnel in the floor. If we wanna hop down there later.
Oh, nice. A new guy.
Yeah.
You wanna hop down there?
Sure. I cautiously, slowly go down there. Is the hole big enough for me?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
said.
Okay.
He said.
Oh, quick.
So sorry.
No, it's okay. That was perfect.
Can you see down there?
I can slightly see. I might need some sort of light.
You're supposed to ask the DM.
You
Oh,
do have dark
sorry.
vision, so you do see a little bit down there. What you do see is a sprawling tunnel. Don't know where it goes. Don't know what's down there, but you see a tunnel, or you see what looks like a tunnel. Can't see the end of it though. It's too dark.
Okay. I look up at all of them and I'm just like, hey guys, I think there's a probably large tunnel that leads somewhere. Do you guys maybe want to come down and investigate?
I'll go look, but I don't think we can follow it too far. We need rest. Go down and cast light on a rock or something.
Now I don't have a map for this because I wasn't expecting this to happen. We're gonna do this theater of the mind. What you see, Voltaire, as you cast light on this rock, it's actually a piece of brick that you cast light on. But yeah,
Well, something loose so I can like heave it down the way to see a little farther.
roll a strength check to see how far you can throw this thing.
3 feet. Let's say there. Did it roll?
Oh boy,
Oh, there we go.
6.
A little less
You're
than
you're
average.
you're pretty beat. You're pretty worn down as you try to huck this brick that's lit up like a flashlight. It doesn't get very far. Gets maybe like 30 feet down the tunnel, and the tunnel just seems to keep going.
Could I do could I like go down there and do like produce flame and then like throw it as far as I could to see if it to see how far the tunnel went?
It might have the same like the same sort of thing that Voltaire just did. Like it might have that same outcome.
What if I did like flaming spear? Because it can go 60 feet.
Again, this tunnel seems to just keep going and going. You don't know how far or how long it's going to take to get to the end of this tunnel.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good idea. I can firebolt down
Yeah.
120 feet.
Okay. So
We like where this is going.
okay.
Do we see an end yet? Or we can send the familiar down there.
You do not see an ending yet. But what you do see is a shadow fleeing away from the light. Like at the very end of where the light hits, you see just a faint bit of shadow scurry even further down out of the light.
Guys, someone's down here. Do we want to deal with it or just barricade the door and take a rest?
I will say that it's roughly like maybe 1 o'clock. So maybe a short rest, but that's really all you could do.
Okay. Alright, what do you guys want to do?
Is this someone that we can allow to escape? Do we need information or something? I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting pretty tapped for the amount of things that I have left. But if we had to, I could scrape enough together, probably.
I'm leaning against the wall as I get up, wiping tears from my eyes, and I pick up my axe that I assume I dropped on the ground at some point. I
I
assume
would
it fell
say
after that.
I would say your axe was probably dropped at the entrance of the hallway leading to like the round the corner part
All right, cool.
because she
Leaning
snatched you pretty fast.
Leaning against the wall, I go out, I grab it, and I come back. If that's Laurel, I have a couple questions that I need answered.
Okay, let's see if we can't see her then. I'll cast light on an arrow, and I'll shoot
Oh,
an arrow as far as I can down the hall, up to 600 feet.
oh shit. Okay.
The lit arrow, if that wasn't clear.
Um, my question is, would you be able to actually see that far clearly?
600 feet? No,
Yeah.
I'm just firing down to where I saw the firebolt end, and
Okay.
whatever's
And going
past it.
past that.
Yep.
Okay. So you do see a figure uh sprinting down the tunnel, and as the arrow whizzes by them, they sort of, you see the shape of whatever their head, whatever, sort of like watch the arrow fly by, and uh in that moment you see them before the arrow gets totally past them and they're like out of the light, you see them sort of like shift essentially like to the right.
Would I be able to guess how far up?
I would say roughly about like 550 feet.
Oh wow.
They've been booking it.
Yeah. We're never gonna catch up at this point unless
Do we-
someone can teleport
Do we
over there.
need them alive? We need them. We want to get them.
Since they're about 50 feet, I'm gonna cast command.
No.
550.
5 feet.
Oh, just kidding. I do
Yeah,
not
they're-
do that.
They're far.
I'll just look at Loki. You want him? Them?
Hmm.
So here's the thing. Could I potentially, like, this is just potentially, like, we
I'm listening.
okay. So with my insectial antennae, it allows me to actually talk to insects. It's called, let me see what the
Oh,
thing is. I think it's Love Bugs.
love it. Love it.
Not only to communicate with other Abda, but insects as well. You gain the ability to speak with insects and may use this feature once between long rests. So what if I go down like this chain of command, like not like this telephone chain with them, like how like mushrooms like spread information, like one will send out a signal. So what if I
Mhm.
just like started to be like, hey, pass on the information, pass it back, to kind of like, well, we'll probably be sitting there for a second, but could I potentially, are there enough insects in the tunnel to potentially do a relay on where this person is going and maybe have one jump on and like send information back to the other ones in the tunnel?
101 Dalmatian.
I don't know. I'm just
that
I'm just giving ideas.
that is interesting. I like the creativity, and
Oh wait, sorry, it's this one right here, not the antenna talk.
as you're sort of like looking around in this tunnel entrance, you see a little centipede like skidding around on the wall. What do you say exactly to this centipede?
I'm gonna be like, please send information down to help find the figure who I. They're dangerous, and I will bring many spoils of rotten meat to feast on.
Roll persuasion, and again, you have advantage on this. So
The second time was
hell
definitely
yeah.
better. Thank God for that.
You see as you relay this kind of deal with the centipede, it cocks its antennae head at you and then scurries off. You're not sure if that was successful or if it was a failure, but you're hoping.
I didn't plan this far ahead. I don't know what we're supposed to do now that we have that. I mean, we can go race down the tunnel and try to follow them. And I can get the information from the bugs to where this person is going, but we can ask the bugs to be a guide.
Do you have a way to communicate? Do you have one of the earpieces?
I don't
Absolutely not.
I don't think Blue Jay ever got one.
Right.
But
I was just
Jarfrost,
left out of the friendship bracelet making club.
Jarfrost has one of the spiderweb earpieces.
Is there a way one of you can stay in contact with me? I might have an idea.
I also have an idea.
Ooh.
Do we have the same idea?
What's your idea?
Giant eagles have a flying speed of 80 feet,
That's
and
what
you
I
have
was
polymorph.
saying. No, my concern is how big is the tunnel?
Not big enough for a giant eagle.
Because dire wolves can move 50 feet. I was gonna polymorph dire wolf.
Well, we would know general direction now.
Yeah, definitely.
Down that
Whoever
way and
gets
to the
that
right.
cast,
I could
whoever
actually.
has polymorph cast on them, I can cast haste, so your movement is doubled.
Oh my god.
I'm a druid,
Oh.
so I can do that too. But I wouldn't have any way to communicate.
Yeah, but I think with druids, you do kind of have like a limit to what you can wild shape into.
What's the challenge rating limit for you?
2 seconds.
The dire wolf is
CR1.
A dire wolf is CR. Will turn into a dire
And
wolf.
well, it also has to be something that you've seen.
Oh, it's true.
I have been in the swampy forests for my entire life, so I
So
don't know if I have
probably not.
seen a dire wolf.
Probably not.
I
You've
mean,
seen lots of like giant toads and dragonflies and lots of swampy creatures.
anything with haste should be able to catch up anyway, just slightly slower. But I was saying if you turned into an eagle and went outside and waited for him to surface.
We don't know where the
I
tunnel
could
comes
conjure
up, though.
animals. Oh, sorry. I could conjure animals and we could do multiple people riding on the backs of an animal. Or even summon beast.
What's a giant eagle CR? Because maybe you could wild shape, and I could also polymorph myself, and we could carry everyone between us. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what the eagle is. Hold on.
Giant eagle is CR1. I also have on here giant rat.
We could do either we send somebody down the tunnel after them, potentially hasted.
Wait, that's not what I meant to do.
Oh, I like that a lot. Or we go up and we have 2 eagles, and then we take everybody.
The only thing
on
is
double.
with CR1 with the level I'm at, I would not be able to do flying. I would have to be walking,
Yeah.
which wouldn't work.
Mhm.
And the rat has the same speed as me. Oh wait, I could I don't know. Wait, actually, let me check my character sheet really fast. I don't know, or not my character sheet, my species sheet.
We could do like one ground wise, one up in the air, like double.
I'm gonna share some information that I have not shared yet. I can fly.
Oh,
He said I can fly. Is crazy.
Oh my god.
wait a second.
What?
I have to
Wait
get
a
out of my mud
second.
though. I have to get out of my mud though. I would have to get the mud off my wings so
Oh wait,
could
I can fly too. What? I forgot about that. I have winged boots.
Oh my god!
I forgot I can fly.
Guys, what are we doing?
The thing is, I can only cast haste on one person, and my speed in it and of itself, I only got 30 feet walking.
Do we want to do one on the ground, one in the air, or do we want to do both, like up top,
I don't
both
know.
in the tunnel?
I'm trying to figure out how to get to my sheet for the chakra bug again because
So I don't
they
see
have
any.
information on this.
I don't see anywhere where it says that you could fly, Blue Jay. I'm looking at your character sheet right now. It does say that flying speed is described in the subclass section, which means like with the whole like druid thing when you
So
wild. Go ahead.
give me 2 seconds. I'll send you the page. It's my oh my gosh. Because it took me forever to find two because I was doing some research on it. I'm like, I actually don't know a lot about this. But I have a curse. It's called the Curse of the Mud. The problem is the speed wings are the ones that fly for the most part, and the chakrabas do not fly usually because of the cut. But the speed wings have the curse of like aggressiveness. So here, let me send this. But I would have to like overcome my curse first, like overcome like do like some intense self work to like work up the courage to take off this mud. That would be the only thing.
I'm reading it right now. Oh, okay. He also granted Abba the gift of flight by providing them insectile wings. However, combining the love of mud and the wings was a grave mistake. Abba rarely fly because their wings are caked with mud, dust, and occasionally swamped vegetation. Thus, only the cleanest of Abba can use their wings. So it isn't necessarily a curse of the mind or body, but a curse of desire. Desire to be covered in mud. So it looks like what you're saying is you need a bit of a makeover.
Yep, I would need to get some water on me and wash it away before I could fly down the tunnel.
I think we need more than just a little bit of water. A full-on scrub a dub dub to get all that caked mud off.
Someone have prestidigitate? Nobody?
I'm looking at my spells really fast. I have nothing that would indicate I could ever clean myself.
In the meantime, I would have sent Ike down the tunnel regardless.
I think it would be better, I don't know, because Lilikia has such low health.
No, I think we need a rest before we pursue out into the town again.
Is all of this like conversation happening in character?
I'll let you guys decide that.
Absolutely, I vote yes.
So sorry.
No, you talk.
So I am looking at my own species, and I don't know if this would help, but with a dragonborn, once I reach a character level 5, I can do dragonic flight. Would that help in any way?
What level is that?
5 and we're 9.
Let me just take a look real quick. I don't want to like take like I don't want to like shut down anyone's ideas or whatever. I just want to
No,
make sure
we're
that it
giving
makes sense.
suggestions here. You're all good.
I'm just brainstorming.
Let me just read this real
For long
quick.
rest, you gain temporary flight for 10 minutes or until you retract the wings. You have a fly speed equal to your speed.
Okay.
I mean,
But
they have to be tired soon, you know, like, because that's 550 feet that they just ran. I don't think they're gonna be, I think they're gonna have to stop and, like, throw up soon. So I think we'll be fine.
maybe they're professional sprinters, you know, marathon runners.
It's a possibility, but not a highly likely one. I think they're just running for their life at this point.
Or
Oh, sorry.
go ahead.
So since my breath weapon is a lightning spear, and the wings are made out of the same material, would that kind of make my wings glow, giving us some sort of light as we go?
No.
I just wanted to double check.
I think all of us can see, except for Professor. Can the
EJ.
professor see?
No. Unless
No,
there's light down
I'm-
there.
I'm just a dude.
Just you and Gore.
I could turn into something that could see in the dark, but I cannot.
I would say during this time, Gorm is probably just out in the entrance area, just catching up with Fred and Ted, or Ted 2, rather.
Gorm does not give a fuck.
He's just, you know, just catching up with his old pals, or copies of his old pal.
Gorm's like, wow, they sure are taking a long time up there, huh? It's crazy.
Gorm has been through a lot. It's understandable. He died, for goodness sakes.
He found out he was married to a goat and then an alien and then he died and and then it's just been a tough little week. It's been a tough week for him. Oh my gosh, it's only been like a week.
It's been about 2 weeks maybe, and it's just a few days until Shadows Night too. So just a reminder for that.
Oh god.
We gotta go oh wait, I guess you guys have to go costume shopping. I'm just gonna go as like a giant rat or something. I think that will scare plenty of people.
Hey, yes, sir. Yeah, I'd like to be led into the tavern for the Shadows Night party. Oh, no, that's my friend. No, the giant rat. No, that's my friend. They're in costume. Yeah, I know it looks real. It's just.
Don't see many rat folk around here.
Yeah, I know it can't talk, and it's a giant rat, but it is legal drinking age. Can we go in?
Then the rat's just sitting at the bar like, it's been a rough day. Chugs.
All right, so what is the final idea, the final game plan of this?
I think it would be more beneficial to have me go down the tunnel just because I can communicate with the insects and track her down. Or whoever was impersonating them, but I can go ahead and track them down actively with using the bugs. But everyone else will just kind of be like lost in what's going on.
I could actually tag along since I also have a spiderweb earpiece, so I can keep everyone in the loop.
But I need to clean off my wings.
That might take a little too much time if you're gonna do that route. So we got to come up with a quicker sort of plan than that. The going after and using the bugs is great. Maybe if somebody casts haste on you, it could make you a little bit quicker. And obviously communicating with the bugs, it might help out pinpointing the location. But yeah.
Perhaps if you yourself were a bug, it would benefit you to remain in contact but also move quickly.
You are not wrong. I like this idea.
I could
Maybe
interact.
mayhaps a spider.
Oh, I see the
That
spider
would-
be cool.
That would be very, very iconic.
I was gonna
Very
turn you
fitting.
into- I was gonna turn you into a giant centipede, which I don't like the mental image of, but I was willing to do it.
Give me 2 seconds. I need to figure out what CR that is.
I can do it for you if you want. I can polymorph you.
That would actually probably help a
Yeah,
lot.
and then I
because
have
then I don't
CR
have to.
up to like level 10, like because it's the rules are so broken on polymorph.
Hell yeah! Oh my god, just polymorph me.
Okay, hell yeah. All right, are we doing this now? By the way,
Haste yourself first, or whoever's hasting.
Yeah, Lilkia is gonna kind of step forward. I'm gonna cast 30 of my lay on hands pool on myself.
Oh shit.
I know, big moves for Lilkia.
I can cast healing word for you really fast as well, so I'm gonna do that.
Oh, thanks, Fuki. Look, come.
There you go. There you
Don't.
go.
Thank you. I'll heal myself in a second. Look, guys, come, don't come. I don't care. I'm going after whoever this is. Hesitation is what lost me my sister the first time. I will not make the same mistake.
Fuck yes.
Yeah. I will,
And-
with one hand, grip my wounds because I'm still very injured. On the other hand, I will put out to cast polymorph on Blue Jay. What do you want to be, sugar? I turn you into it.
Sorry, I didn't realize my mic was turned off. I'm gonna flying monster, because that would be great. I have 1 hour to do this. Awesome. Okay.
I can make you like a giant wasp or something.
Yeah, that would definitely work. I'll just be a giant wasp. Absolutely.
Sick. Okay. Have fun down there.
I was gonna say, Lilkia is gonna cast haste on my.
Would this work? Let me go ahead and.
Let me see. Sure, yeah.
Hell
I like
yeah.
it.
And I have that forever saved in my CR2 file.
All right. I am going to call it. I want to come up with something really cool for this next part.